farmer in Turkey who put his cows in the metaverse. As you can see here, he's put VR goggles literally on the cows' faces. Inside the goggles is a green virtual pasture that's made to help the cows' mental health and hopefully produce better milk. And so upon hearing this news, I've officially decided that I do no longer wish to participate in society. So I pack up everything I own and I hit the road. I've been on the run from this metaverse business for far too long, brother, and it's finally caught up to me. The cows, God damn it. I ditched the car because I don't need wheels where I'm going. All I need is my 2 feet and the head on my shoulders. I'm going caveman style, brother. I'm on a quest. I'm escaping this bullshit metaverse society we've created. But when I do get there, I can't help but wonder, is it all real? Or am I just like one of the cows?
Damn, bro.
Let's fucking go. Episode 9. Are we just like one of the cows-ish?
I do not want to be like one of the cows, bro. And that shit, it's like, who would waste that much money on VR goggles to make cows produce more milk? Like,
that's insane.
You know what it is? It's some
what's
fucking.
What's good,
it's a
T?
Turk.
Oh, you're talking about like putting VR goggles on cows to make them. Yeah. Hey.
It's like
we just played a video.
It's one of the things too. Like, I don't know. It's so messed up, dude. They put a fucking pasture. They make it look like it's a pasture in their fucking head. But that's just one of the many exciting ways.
Well, they create like a beautiful scenery.
Yeah, because the cows get happy, and then they produce.
Yeah.
More
meanwhile,
milk.
they're stockpiled up in some
they produce
dirty
the
ass
best
barn,
milk,
like 120 deep. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's better for the cow. The cow don't know better, so maybe
that guy knows what the fuck. That guy knows what it is though, because he knows we're already in the metaverse.
Or maybe we could just put the cows in the pasture like they're supposed to be, and not in a fucking warehouse. But
yeah, like Switzerland.
Yeah, like in Switzerland. What would they do this shit in Switzerland?
No, I'm saying like that's a beautiful pasture. Switzerland.
Oh, yeah, like the green fucking hills.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got to pull this up too since we're here. Got a lot of red on the screen, but not too bad.
Yeah.
Was that 44?
That looks fucking bad.
Last time. Yeah, last time Ether was like.
My shit's been dinging and going down all day.
But only a little bit. It's like if you look at the.
Solana's been going down a lot too.
They're all.
That's what you got, right, Tommy?
Nah, I don't got none of that shit. We just talk about it. You heard? NFTsk Ep.009. I got some. I got a little bit of it.
On.
The Solara stuff, right?
Solana.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me go back over here.
I got some Solana. I got some Doge. I got some Shiba. I got some Ethereum. Yeah, just like all little bits and pieces, and I just watch them go up and down.
Yeah, I actually had my step pops copped $1,000 of Bitcoin, and he was just having a blast.
Shit,
he's like,
lit.
"Oh, I got 1,000." He's like, "Oh, I made $36." And then he's like, "Oh my god, it's like $900 now." I was like, "Yeah, this shit goes."
Yeah, it's going back and forth.
How does that work with taxes? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, there are
you gotta pay
tax forms and shit.
And
now there is. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, because I didn't do it
like
for
that
last
4
year.
years ago.
Like that money you sent me, Ish. I don't know if that would have been if it's supposed to hit a limit like CashApp. You know how CashApp recently just did. If you hit over 600, you have to do IRS. I don't know if that's the same with crypto because you only sent me like $90.
They provide you with the paperwork too. Like if you look in the app, like they'll tell you. But I think it only matters, like I said, if you make a shit ton of money. If you don't make a bunch of money, then don't really matter. They're not gonna. I mean, they might look at you, but yeah, that's a whole tax thing in it of itself. And there was just some shit. Joe Biden was trying to do some shit to crypto, but Sleepy Joe. I forget what it was.
Everybody, this is Mitch Wheatons right here on our side. This is Mitch Wheatons.
It's
shout out the chat, super chat.
Bobby Sunsets, Bobby Crypto.
Yep, Bobby Sunsets Crypto.
Bro, when we all get Where's it at? When
I think we should all head to the Miller's Light Bar in the Metaverse.
You read my mind, bro. Dude, you read my mind. It's it's like when we get on, we're all gonna go party at the Bud Light Metaverse.
Oh my God, get out.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
It's lit.
So Miller Lite actually opened a bar up, like legit. Miller, the company, opens up a bar in the Metaverse.
Yeah, they must. This is in. It looks like Decentraland. Yeah, but it's like
They
it's
had to
just,
pay money for that.
So
right?
I got a question. So Decentraland and all these other ones, they're on the Oculus too?
yeah.
Like
it's
that's
just
what
like
the people are doing using
the
that?
website. Yeah, you can look. You can flush the toilet. You can play the drums.
I was just in Walmart last night. You can get I mean, think about that technology, right? Like, it's 300 entry level to get an Oculus. It's not the Rift,
Yeah,
whatever the
I
next
just
thing
seen it
is.
earlier a couple of days ago.
But like a PlayStation 5 is how much right now? You know what I'm saying? Like $1,200 if you want to get one.
Is it $1,200 for
I
a
mean,
PS5?
on
Well,
like
they're selling it, reselling it. You know what I mean?
the stock price, I think, is like 500 or 600. I want to say it's $500.
Yeah.
But even if you go on Amazon, Amazon is selling them for like 1,000. They're marking everything up. Now you look at that Oculus Rift or whatever it is, Oculus Quest 2. Entry level, you
That's
can
the
get
latest
one of
one,
those.
right?
Yeah, you can get one for $300, and that's
Dude,
like
Yep,
that's the next.
$299.
It's the next
And
step
like
of
that's all you need
technology.
is just those that's all you need is just the controller and those two things that come with it, right? And like all the games, like so that graffiti game's already on there for free, or you have to buy it.
I think you have to buy it through the system. It's like $20. Like they make a VR paintball game, and there's people on there that are having $1,000 tournaments, and like you can sign up for like $25, and you can just go dust people down and try to win some money. And I mean, like right now in the pro league, all of a sudden in the past month, all these pros are catching on. So I know like 7 different pros that have all bought in Oculus Quests in the past month, and now they're just jumping into this. It's called Snapshot VR. They're jumping into this game, and now they're just crushing people, and they're taking their money. You know what I mean? So
pull up Pete Davidson cops an Oculus too, and like this guy was like, "Yo, I'm really playing with Pete Davidson right now," and he's like, "Yeah, Kim just bought this for me. Pull it up real quick."
Let's see. Yeah, dude, they'll give you an Oculus for free. Like Facebook they're gonna send you one so that you jack into the metaverse. Like they want you in that.
Yeah, they'll end up doing it, right? Yeah, the Matrix.
Shit, I almost bought one the other day. I'm not even kidding you. And I mean, it's like
they're fun. There's cool games. Especially like you said, there's already a paintball game, and you can buy like a paintball gun.
It's I mean, it's literally like I played it in Florida 2 years ago when the beta version of it came out, and I mean it's pretty damn close. Like,
which one is it, T? Is it this one? This first one?
Yeah, that one right there. Yep.
Let's see if you guys can hear this.
Yeah, whatever you say, Soldier. Whatever you say.
Yeah, we can hear it.
I just got this fucking thing. I don't know how to use it, but I'm on it. We're having a good time.
Are you dead ass, buddy?
Look at him. Are you dead ass? Are you
not notice my voice, or is it like?
I know your voice. That's why I'm surprised. You know, let me change teams.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me change teams. No. Now I'm in your team.
What the heck?
Now I'm in your team.
You know who I am. I'm just.
Is this really Pete Davidson?
I don't know your voice.
Hey, yo, add me on Oculus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, you're not in America. That's why.
Sounds just like him.
A little bit.
The only.
I want to see him play.
Damn, son.
Oh, is it Pete Davidson? They blurred it out.
I don't think they play. Yeah, I don't think they play, but they were just talking shit. It's mad funny.
It looks like a fun game.
Everybody's like pressing me. Everybody's fucking pressing me. All I want to do is play the
right here.
I'd be like, fuck you, bro. Kanye West is the man. Yeah. He's gonna beat the shit out of you.
All I want to do is play the fucking game.
He's like, I just want to play the fucking game.
All right, then what are you
I'm not gonna do that because unless like you actually like.
I don't know if
you
it's really
feel as if like I like you, then maybe sure, whatever. But like I'm not just gonna DM random ass people. You know how many people would ask me that?
Man.
That's too fucking many, man.
So wait. He has the headset on and he's
Oh, no,
looking
he didn't.
at a
Nah.
computer.
Ariana
I'm
Grande,
not.
is that?
Yeah, he's on the Oculus.
That shit's
He
crazy.
said if it stops skipping through, he's like, Kim just bought me this Oculus thing. I don't know how to play it. It just plugged it in.
King of Long Island, whatever that shit is called.
Just
Yeah,
one.
I was capping.
the
God,
tattoo.
You don't gotta watch the whole shit. It's
Yeah, he's like
ridiculous.
that full tattooed, skinny guy.
yeah,
Making me dizzy.
it does make you dizzy. But look, we got this here too.
That's crazy. I don't even got this shit on, and I'm watching the guy's video, and he's like going like this, making me mad dizzy already.
Is this the game you played, bro?
Yeah.
Let's see what this is about.
What was that? Paintball?
Yeah. So like a bunch of pro players caught on that like this is a thing. And now
Oh, this looks crazy.
they're all just buying these and they're just dusting people in tournaments, taking everybody's money.
Is it? If I lower it, can you guys hear it get lower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It did get lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
A little bit lower. It says nobody's watching you. Global stats, leaderboards, extra big. This shit looks fun.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they want you in that metaverse.
Yeah,
And
they'll
you have
definitely
to,
be
like-
willing to subsidize your the cost of your mask.
You have to do all the movement and everything with your body, and it mirrors it. It's identical. It's
Right.
insane.
And you just basically that's always the meme is you have to stand there, right? They're like, don't
Yeah.
move, run forward. Like people run right through their television. That shit's the best. Damn, this shit looks lit, dude.
So you just gotta like walk in place type shit.
You have like two
Yeah,
joysticks.
you move forward, yeah. you
Well,
got two
people for this game,
Yeah.
people are taking like PVC pipe from Home Depot and they're like building stocks and shit to put the controller and the joystick inside of it. So it's like you're shouldering it, you know what I mean? And you can do stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know, people are getting wild with it.
Yo, we got a beta update coming today. We've taken some feedback from. Let's see.
Blah 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 blah.
First
What's
thing,
what's
another
up
thing we did is
gameplay?
we fixed the center marker for your play area. So in the bot branch, that was getting offset, and now
It's crazy how people code up these games.
Yeah.
We fixed the ability.
So you could buy, like I said, it's like you want to buy a metaverse paintball field, bro. You want to buy a plot of metaverse land and make a fucking metaverse.
That's crazy because
Doable.
that's
I guess if you know the code
Yeah.
for it.
that's not even like paintball either. If they were like to make it like really paintball, that should be fire.
I mean, legit. If you built a paintball field in the metaverse, if you coded that up, how much could you sell that for? You know what I mean?
I
Like-
mean, at least double what you paid for it because one, I have to pay for the land in the metaverse, and two, I have to pay for the fucking blocks in the metaverse as well.
Yeah.
So whatever that number is, at least 10
That's
times
insane.
that is
insane.
insane. And
Yeah, that
Crazy.
lady sold a house for what, 650,000, something like that.
bro, okay, that's good that we're actually on the topic of the metaverse real estate because this guy, I haven't really watched this clip, but he's gonna take us on a tour of his metaverse fucking real estate. And
You seen
there's
that one
real
I sent you, the
estate
tower,
agents.
right?
Yeah, it's the fucking.
Is that the one I sent you, the tower?
Meta Tower.
I don't know if it's the tower. I'm gonna check.
Like
it
it was
out.
like some Chinese guy giving the dude a tour, and like they ended up on the roof or something. Like he's gonna rent out that whole building for events.
Maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna play it right now.
So I met this metaverse real estate investor, and he took me to his property.
Yeah.
Metaverse real estate investor.
Monetize it. So this is on the Somnium Space metaverse platform. I was using virtual reality, and what we had to do was go to this teleporter, which took us to where we would have to go walk to his platform. So
The
Somnium
fucking tour guy looks mad crazy. He's like Asian with a
don't have
mask
any
on.
instant teleportation features like the Central Land because they want to give utility to different NFT vehicles so that people can travel the world and see different NFT parcels. Me and him didn't have any vehicles, so once we got to the teleporter that was closest to his parcel, we walked over, and this was the tower that he built on his parcel. I
So you
did
can
not
build
expect
up as
it to
high
be
as you
this
want,
massive.
I guess.
So after I walked in there, he showed me around a bit, and then I just asked him, "What are you doing with all of this space?"
You never did any events?
I'm
right now it's open for rent.
Yo,
right
that's
now.
So I
insane.
met this
It's a
metaverse
fucking
real estate
Chinese
investor, and he
guy.
took me to his property.
Yeah, I told you.
Bro, they're investing heavy in this
Listen to
shit
what he says
now.
though. He didn't finish.
Yo, I know. I'm
I
gonna
think.
skip
Oh,
to
there's
the
probably a
next one.
part two.
I just took a second.
Because he talks mad
Oh.
crazy. He's like, yeah, if you want DJ, there we
So I
go.
met this metaverse.
Here.
The
Huh.
idea is we're gonna be renting the tower, and we're gonna drop a teleportation because I have a teleport as well. Yeah, so we put it here, so people can access it. very
That guy's
quickly,
super in the
and then we
Matrix.
can
That guy is an
customize
anime fucking villain, dude. That guy is the
event.
villain, bro.
But,
Yeah, he's deep in the rabbit hole. That nigga's the boss. He's the top boss.
Yo, he's so
Well,
deep
Look
in
at
the
his
rabbit
tower.
hole.
yeah.
That is like a
And they
concierge.
need a DJ or need anything.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a good deal. You get in early.
So
Yeah, he
after
sounds
getting
mad
zoomed out, we
shady,
went up
bro.
to
He
the
looks
rooftop
mad
and
shady.
checked out the view of the
He
Simon
looks
Look at
so
him.
Metaverse
shady.
platform.
He's about to kick
Matthew
him off the
Carlos,
fucking
bartender.
rooftop.
So the
Oh.
idea is we're gonna be
That's
renting
bugged
the
out.
tower.
And then with the music too.
Yo, you know what his voice sounds like? His voice sounds like the villain from Rush Hour, that blonde Chinese Asian guy. Remember, like the dude that guy. That's who he sounds like. Mad shady. He sounds shady.
Oh man, what's the bad guy's name in Rush Hour? I forget.
I
The
forgot.
Asian shooter with the blonde hair.
Yeah, that guy. That's
Oh my
him.
Yo,
That was him. He's probably playing. He
Juntao.
built that tower.
Juntao. That's who it
He
was.
probably built that tower, bro.
It
That's
was
probably him in the meta. Built that tower. He ain't playing.
you
here.
pay
We
taxes
actually
in the metaverse? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they
nah,
paying taxes on
bro.
that shit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why do you need a real estate agent in the metaverse?
Something's going on.
Normally, you only need a real estate agent or a realtor to like close the deal legally, to like put the title in escrow
Do
or
they
whatever
have
the fuck.
they have real estate agents in the metaverse?
Yes, look, I'm gonna show you another one. I
What?
have another real estate fucking clip. Let me see if I
There's
can
like
find it.
multiple real estate companies that they're showing you real land and they're selling virtual land. Like
People
it's
are really
ridiculous.
I
buying
would
into
rather
this,
do
man.
the real land, dude.
Yo, you know where I feel like
Yo.
this like it was a beta test for it? You know, in Grand Theft Auto, like when GTA 5 came out, like you could literally GTA 5 had video games inside of video games. Like you
Oh
could
yeah,
buy
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
apartment in GTA 5 and then go to the golf course. You're playing a video game and you can like go play golf inside the video game or go like ride a bicycle around
Yeah, that's
town and shit. Like,
basically like the beginning of a metaverse.
The game
yeah,
within the
yeah.
game, the meta
And that came out in what, 2013, something like that.
Well, look at San Andreas. San Andreas, when you go to the bar, you were playing pool.
Yeah,
Remember?
you could go lift
Like you
weights
get in,
and
you start
shit.
playing pool. Yeah, lift weights. Yeah,
You
same
go-
shit.
Wow, dude.
Look how far we've come. But yeah, here, look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you this other real estate one.
So yeah, Mitch, this guy that we're gonna interview, it might be the next episode. I'm not sure. I gotta contact him, but I met him in Brooklyn. He actually bought a piece of land in one of the metaverses for $12,000. It was ridiculous.
Like a vacant
And he
plot of
built,
land.
yeah, and he built like a club basically. There's a stage,
Yeah.
and he throws events. It's ridiculous.
He'd be
That's
doing
crazy.
a
I
live-
like.
There's
I
a
wonder.
live DJ spinning.
Like in real estate in the real world, you know what I'm saying? Like you look
Right.
at a community or a neighborhood, like if you paint your porch and you paint your house and you do things to it, it increases in value. You know what I mean?
It's literally
this-
the same thing here.
Like who is that dude? The real Rick Ross, like Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the
was
guy
like-
that be
he
on
was
Vlad
like-
TV interview.
Yeah, he was like a top level like crack dealer or some shit, right?
Yes.
But he gave all of his neighbors money and was like
He
paying
gave a lot of
contractors.
people.
Yeah, he was paying contractors to fix up everybody's houses, and in return, everybody loved them because their real estate value shot up at like $60,000. You know what I mean? Like, can you do that in the metaverse? Like, bro, you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
fix your
dude,
porch.
oh,
know what I mean? Like-
you're
Yo,
trying to be like the Freeway Ricky Ross
Yeah.
of the metaverse.
Yeah,
TS is dropping some new gems right now. Everybody drop some fucking super chats.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. All right, let's check this guy out real quick, and then we're gonna move on because you mentioned GTA. There's a GTA related clip.
Reality real.
Oh god, that shit's so loud.
Welcome to my virtual reality real estate office.
I wish
We
I
have
go make some
tons of
coffee
these
in the metaverse.
auditoriums for training with new and experienced
Yeah.
agents. Around
There's a
50
fucking
to
gym in
60
his
hours
office.
of training a week.
It's like nobody's in there though.
You can even take a break
Yeah,
on the
like
beach.
that. Take a break on the beach.
Kick.
It's so I
They're
don't
so
know,
fucking
bro.
corny.
Or on
I
a
don't like it.
speedboat.
Yeah.
Like you seen
I
those
like the music,
anime, like the I don't know if you've seen it. It was on Netflix. My son watched it. Like
There's
when the robots take
presentations
over
and meeting rooms
and
as
then
well.
they like take the humans. It's an anime video, like the Mitchells or whatever. Like they're like, get into my pod, my fun pod. Like the robots are like, get into my fun pod. We have
No.
food and entertainment. That's basically like the stupid humans are just like, come to our metaverse. Come on, let's go. We have this and this and this. Like that's basically what's happening. Type shit.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. What was it called again? It's an anime?
It's on Netflix. It's like fucking not anime.
It's like a cartoon
Like,
though.
yeah.
Like right there at that real estate office in the metaverse. There's nobody in there now. You know what I mean? But in like 2 years, I don't know.
Well, that's
There's
true.
about
Yeah,
to be
you're right.
like
It's empty
It's gonna
now.
look like the Wolf of Wall Street.
It's gonna look like yo. Actually, you bring up the Wolf of Wall Street. We have a clip of him too, bro. Let's see what Mr. Jordan Belfort thinks about crypto,
shit.
NFT, and the Cheddar Verse. I have it right here, bro. Here we go.
Web 2 was formed with the things like platforms, Google, Facebook, really Facebook, LinkedIn, these big platforms, Instagram, TikTok, where centralized
You
companies
don't know what he's talking about.
information
No, he knows.
fabulously rich, while the people that
You know, just
information and create the content make the crumbs very little. Web 3 is more about a decentralized internet where these large centralized platforms play a dramatically reduced role, and the individual creators themselves can make what they deserve to make because they're the ones creating the engagement, because they're creating the content and so forth. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect is more of this 3D immersive experience, where imagine if the way Web 2 was formed was the things like platforms.
Oh, that's it. There's not a second clip.
Nobody hopped backstage yet, Ish?
Nope.
Does it tell you if someone joined and left or not?
No, I would have seen them. I would have seen them pop up.
So he's talking about the transition of the creators of the content taking
The
back.
money.
Yeah, they're taking the reins. I mean,
That's a great fucking point because, like you said, once he said decentralized too. He's like, instead of Facebook making all the advertising dollars and Twitter making, because Mark Zuckerberg doesn't make any content, Twitter doesn't make any content, Twitter doesn't post those tweets. It's the people, it's users, it's user generated, and the users don't get hardly no fucking money in comparison to how much the platform itself makes. And that's what hopefully this blockchain and crypto and NFTs can make it so that, you know what I mean, they get a bigger piece of the pie.
So what? It's gonna eventually be like my Instagram posts. I'll be getting paid for them, type shit.
I mean, it'll be more like people on Instagram will get rewarded for interacting with your shit more.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we post those things like the polls on Instagram and the people view it, but they don't click yes or no, like they'll get penalized for that. Not they won't get penalized, but
that's like
they'll
social credit score.
Yeah, they'll get more.
That's
of
lit,
You
China.
know what I mean?
The weird
lit,
thing with
China,
social credit score is like there's incentive behind that. You know what I mean? Like if I mean you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean? At that point, we're seeing that right now. I mean, not to bring politics into it and stuff, but like the past few years, that's just part of like societal division, you know what I mean? Like male versus female, gay versus straight, white versus black, all that. And everybody wants you. Well, maybe it's not everybody, but it seems like there's a narrative that's being pushed where the news or media outlets want you to pick a side. But in the real world, you go out and it's kind of like,
It doesn't.
I don't,
It's the people aren't acting this crazy as they are on the
yeah,
internet. It's like a beautiful day outside. You people are just like, hey, how are you?
yeah.
I see
I
you,
mean,
I see you, motherfuckers, not liking my polls and shit. You heard answering my polls, all you mother.
Yeah, reply. But yeah, like you said, they're definitely trying to keep people playing against each other.
yeah. I mean,
And this is just another way to keep people separated. Like, don't go out of your house. Like, put the goggles on and walk around like that. Like, it's
well, I
another
mean,
way of being alone.
I thought about this with
What is?
crypto. Like, if you look at crypto, right? I mean, let's look at money in your bank account.
Yup.
To get money in your bank account, you got to expend two things: time and energy, right? You can look at money as time and energy. You know what I mean?
Basically, it's
There's
stored time and energy.
Yeah, until you get to the point where you can make your money work for you, and that becomes passive income. But
Love some passive income.
I mean, that's diversification of multiple revenue streams, and I think that takes a while. Um, when you think about like on that last episode, you had you talked about Grant Cardone. That dude's sketchy, man, because
Yeah,
when
I
I when
mean, I'm
you
not
can
saying
watch it,
anything.
you can watch a YouTube video, and this guy who you don't know, right? I mean, he doesn't live in our town. He can tell you how to make money, right? But that's not the same as going out in your town and going to that successful restaurant and saying, "Hey, Jim Smith, let me ask you something real quick. How did you make a successful restaurant?" Because that guy might break it down for you. And if you look,
Yeah, maybe.
it's tangible though. Grant Cardone, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's almost like
10x.
Well, I
it's
would say too that, like I said, Jim, the successful restaurant owner, is gonna be like, I don't know you. I don't got time. Like, what am I
yeah,
just
but
gonna
I
like?
mean,
People aren't like, unless you're bringing some kind of value. You're like, hey man, I can do X, Y, and Z for you.
I don't know. Local communities aren't. It's not YouTube. That's the same idea as like the media. When I look at someone like Grant Cardone, that's media to me.
I don't
Because I
even,
mean,
like I said, I don't buy. Like, I'm like, yeah. I mean, he's one guy.
technically though, in a
I'm
way,
not,
if
you
you're
know,
part of a
a
community
huge.
and
But he
you
makes
start
money. He's an
asking,
entrepreneur. I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
There are a
successful
lot of
people
like,
in your community want to see you succeed because it helps the community succeed. One thing with crypto is when you invest into crypto, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I know a few friends that they've made some bread. They invested in
Bye now.
Bitcoin way back in 2015, 2016. They made out. But when you invest into crypto, your money's not in the bank and it's not in the real world, right? Because it's not in the real world, your money's not in your community. And when you see something like that happen, that's that's where things get kind of scary and sketchy. It's I'm not saying
Just say it. Just say it, Mitch. You don't fuck with crypto, man.
it's
You
not that
think
I
it's
don't fuck with it.
criminalish.
well, like I
You
said,
think it's
I'd rather
criminalish.
well, I mean,
I'd
it's
rather put my
real.
money into the community, or if not into the I don't want my money in the bank.
Well,
I don't
people
want my money in
put
my
their money.
retirement.
That's where most people have their money in the bank. You know what I mean?
But you could
And that's
go
it's the money's fake anyway.
true.
It's
But if you go
fiat.
and buy a house, it's a liquid asset.
The house is real. That's true.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you do fall into trouble, whatever, later down
The
the road,
Bitcoin is
you can
more
get rid of it.
real than the green dollars that are circulating in the stores.
I agree with it. I agree
And
with it. But
it's either going to be held on an exchange, like, like an app like Coinbase or crypto.com, or it's going to be on like a fucking flash drive on a computer. But no matter what the price is, you still have that, assuming
that
the
value.
power, the electricity doesn't go out everywhere and is
Well,
out
that's the
for,
other
you know
thing
what I
though.
mean?
If the electricity goes out, you still have your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I
that's
mean,
that's true.
one thing for sure in the history of the United States of America, Real estate's never lost money. And
No,
I
it
mean
goes like I
that's
said. Real estate. I love, dude. Like that's one of the things I want to get into too. Is like real estate. Like I know the show is just called NFTsk right now, but it's about all sorts of business and
money.
entrepreneur type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Money. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just like how TSK can mean anything. They're like, what is TSK? Like, I don't
and
know,
even
whatever
with
you
it
want
now,
it to mean.
it's so funny too.
Like,
'Cause I was
right now, everybody's like, what's pushing P? Like, I don't know, whatever you want it to think it is pushing P. It's player, I don't know. Just like TSK, whatever you think it is, that's what it is. I'm sorry.
No, it's what we say it is.
Nah, I know, I'm just fucking.
The weird thing about real estate, the fee of entry is it's going up. So
Well, it's expensive right now. The price is up.
if you look at if you wanted to be a doctor in 1960s, right? Yeah, if you came from a spot where maybe you didn't have a lot of money, right? You could figure it out to become a doctor. If you wanted to be a doctor now, I mean, you're looking at you got to have cash up front. Like you can't
You
just
have to
go
pretend to. You have to pretend to be a Native American, like Elizabeth Warren, and put it on your
It's like,
application
yeah,
that your name is fucking.
you better hope you got that
You think
16%.
That you are Matoka. You have to. Tell
you
them you're
think that
Matoka.
doctor in 1980s was thinking about going to the metaverse and going to Panera Bread?
Wait, you think he was okay? Hold on, guys.
Pull that up, bitch. Pull it up.
I'm gonna show you something that reminded me of Grand Theft Auto. You know, there was a lot of other things too you could do in Grand Theft Auto. You remember, like going to the strip club, the Metaverse strip club.
No way. They
Oh
already
yeah,
have
I've seen this.
metaverse
This
strip
is like
clubs.
a NFT drop, right?
Actually, damn. Let me see if I can make it bigger. No, what a shit video. And it's so.
They're dropping like the first like meta porn type shit.
Oh, whoops! I'm not even in the right video.
Yeah, but that's already been out. Like when the Oculus first came out, people were doing that.
It's like this shit looks
This is
just like
something else.
Uncensored VR Metaverse.
What the hell?
You gotta buy your.
They're popping. Yo, they're popping mollies in the corner. Imagine like if I got into there and like sold Meta Molly in that corner right there by the pictures.
Yo, this shit's crazy. Staking's where it's
They're
at.
like, bro. They're like, hey, what are you here for? Like, I got that MM. They're like, what's MM? Meta Molly.
Are you guys gonna try to mint this?
Meta Molly.
This is the one the game.
I'm gonna be in the corner of that club selling Meta Molly.
Selling Meta Mollies. Yeah, dude. That shit. You like I said, you might as well get the VIP booth in there, dude. But
it's gonna cost you. You know what I mean? That's the I want like wait. So with NFTs, is it to the point now? Like if I buy this NFT, do I get exclusive rights to certain things in the metaverse?
depending on the project, you have to look into what they're doing. You know,
But right now,
community and shit.
Right
Some
now,
of them, yeah.
mostly, it's like if I
Some
buy
of
this
them are
NFT,
just pictures.
I can be in this Discord server, or I can actually go to this tangible, physical, real party, and because I own that NFT, I can get in, right? Like stuff like that. So
yeah, but you can already you can already be on the Discord. My fault. Ish.
But they'll give
like
you
all
like
these
a
popular
legit Discord fucking.
Yeah, like a whitelist.
Role. They'll give you a role.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to like do shit. Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what the fuck I was just gonna say. Oh yeah, like the Ty Lopez one, dude. Like he's gonna have it where it's like, you ever heard of Soho House? Soho
what's
House,
that?
I think it's like a worldwide sort of club thing. Like they have clubs in like every major city all over the world, and if you're a member, you get access all over the place. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some shit like that where he's gonna have 3 levels, like a silver, a gold, and a black, and it's just gonna be like an NFT, but it's gonna be like a card, like a credit card. And he was saying that you'll be able to like, because you know, like I said, it's the Oculus, and you have the handles and shit, and you're gonna be able to go to the gym or whatever and forage an NFT like by doing playing the game, I guess. By playing the video game, you earn points. You forage the NFT, and the silver card. He said the membership for the silver card, all the nightclubs and all the bars, you skip the line if you have the NFT. So, like I said, Friday, Saturday night, long ass line. I got the NFT. I'm in there. The gold card, you skip the line and you get VIP, and then the black card is only for like top level entrepreneurs.
The elite. Yeah, I don't know, man. This when I think on this stuff, it's so scary because
What was that? Like a meta club or a real club?
Well, no, they're real clubs. Like this guy's out there right now. He's like, I'm in London right now. I'm looking at different
I remember
for shit for the you know what I mean? And he's like, I'm in Miami now. I'm looking for, to sign deals. It is scary because I want to do real stuff in real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
I
if I'm
wanna have
sitting here
real
with this headset on all the time, right? Like, but there's fucking World War III and a nuclear apocalypse going on. Like, I'm still
What do
like,
I
yeah, I'm like, I'm in the club doing this. You know what I
You're
mean?
literally like the cow.
That's what they want.
You're like the
They
cow.
want.
from the
Yeah.
beginning.
And the
You take it off. Then you take it off, and it's mad gloomy, and like they just did mad. What do you call it?
You just feel like
What the fuck
shit.
you call them shits? Damn.
I don't know. I don't
Those
know.
shits in the sky. I forgot. Chemtrails.
Man,
You just see
that
mad
shit's
chemtrails and
it's
just
some MK
everything's
Ultra
dark,
stuff to me.
toxic.
Like,
You
I'm
take
down
off the
with it.
Oculus.
I think it's cool, but it's so weird to see like the investment of time, money, energy of like where people are putting it into, and it's
What you mean, like here?
like like investing so much time and money and energy into the metaverse, but meanwhile on the
They're already
outside,
making
like,
rules.
Meta establishes 4-foot personal boundary to deter virtual reality groping. Like
Oh
girls are
my
already
God.
getting
No way.
harassed in the metaverse.
already.
Or bro, did you see the shit too where it's like the headline was men are creating AI girlfriends and then verbally abusing them? Dude, that's so like like you said, it's scary, but it's also hilarious.
She want one.
You know
I don't
what the
want
crazy thing
I
is?
want a real girlfriend.
Yo, if it gets to the point where there's a bunch of people investing into the metaverse, it's going to be a lot easier to make money concerning things like real estate in the real universe. You know what I'm
Mitch,
saying? Like,
Right.
people still
there
need
already is a
places.
bunch of people investing in numerous metaverses. There's not just one metaverse.
Yeah,
There's
but
like
I'm saying
fucking mad many.
on the outside, like, people still are going to need to, like, if you eat in the metaverse, you're not. What are you going to do? Shit your pants? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're gonna have to come out and take a dump. Or just
I mean,
wear adult
eventually.
diapers.
That's
Nope.
like that South Park episode when Cartman starts playing World of Warcraft. You
He's
know
like,
what I mean?
Mom,
He has like a
bathroom.
litter pan underneath him or something.
I don't think we ever talked about this on the stream. He's talking about eating like in the metaverse.
Yeah, you're
That
not gonna feel it in your real life tummy.
that technology, that Lickable Vision or something. Remember, I sent you that like before we even made the stream. The guy was like trying to like make something that you lick it and it tastes like you lick the screen and it tastes like.
I do remember.
Look it up. We never talked about it. Look it up.
Lickable Screen. Wait, before we do that, I just want to show because I know Tom seemed a little apprehensive about crypto, but I think I have someone here who can help explain it a little better, and his name is Akon.
Because
let's fucking go.
You give it the value. You give it the value. Bitcoin, prime example, right?
Oh, perfect.
It's not a dollar.
He built his old city.
It's a digital coin.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Now, I can buy a Ferrari with Bitcoin.
Yes, you can.
I can buy a house with Bitcoin.
Correct.
I can buy whatever I want to buy with Bitcoin because it's just as equally valued as the actual dollar because the people say it is. Something because we say it's worth something.
Right. You give it the.
Yeah.
There you go, bro.
I mean, that's true.
Valuable.
Listen, man, I know a kid. I'm good friends with him. He plays pro ball, and back in 2015, he put down like $22,000 into Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? And right now, he's chilling. He's chilling. He's just like, and in the meantime, from like 2016 onward, he got into mining Bitcoin. And I mean, you look at something like that, like, yeah, obviously, like his quality of life just got better because it's not necessarily that it's like tangible, but people are gonna put whatever value that people put on it. And if you have it and they don't, a lot of times people want it. So it becomes valuable. And I mean, if you can make it work.
Well, regardless of what we think here or whether we think it's good or bad, like the amount of money that's being exchanged and flowing through back and forth, like
so you got to think on
people
this.
have
I mean,
to fucking pay attention to it.
Crazy.
In a way, you don't think that's kind of like a
I think
part of me thinks it's a pyramid scheme. The other part of me thinks that it's money
Mitch, you're way
you know what I'm
behind.
saying?
You've been delivering too much mail.
You think it was what?
It ain't even that. Like at the end of the day, like somebody gets caught with a bag. Like if you take your
90% of these are bullshit.
If my boy Harry took his Bitcoin and he bought,
we talked about this on the first episode. We said
but I'm saying
when we first heard of crypto, everybody thought it was like criminalish. Like they thought it was like a scam. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know what it was.
What I'm saying is, back in 2015, you take $20,000, right? I don't know what the exchange rate on that would be now, but you take that money, and if you invest into real estate like he did, he bought properties in Syracuse, you know what I mean? He bought properties in Massachusetts. He bought like rental units, you know what I mean? 2-family homes, 4 families. That no longer became Bitcoin. It became something that was tangible in the real world. So the insurance policy on that, the insurance rate of his financial safety is no longer in the metaverse that was created to hold the Bitcoin. It's in the actual universe. Now he's making cash money. He's making passive income. I'm not against Bitcoin, but like the people who he got in at the right time, right place. But people getting in now, right? Eventually, I'm gonna have to think that somebody gets caught holding that bag. You know?
No,
you don't think so?
Like you said, maybe with Shiba or fucking
because
there already have
others too. Yeah, true.
Or a lot of
there's
other
been
ones.
people.
And I don't even think
bring up that girl.
Bitcoin might even not end up being the main crypto. Like people might look back in 20 years and be like, I can't believe we even used Bitcoin. Like that shit's not as good. Like there's flaws with Bitcoin. Like it's not perfect.
What do you think about
bring up that girl?
Well, I was gonna say, as far as like buying or not it being a good time, like I said, it's 45 right now. If you buy in at 45 and it goes to 100K or eventually 200 or $1 million, maybe, you know,
that's a great investment. Even dude, if you buy in at 45,
but between now and then, it's gonna be fucking up and down.
I mean,
up and down,
if you have the whole $45,000 to buy one whole Bitcoin, and that goes up any percentage, if it goes up to 47, you made $2,000.
Right.
If that doubles, I mean.
But what if you invested in this sort of technology before it gets really big? You know, something like, I don't know, maybe Taste the TV, Japanese Lickable Screen to imitate food flavors. Bro, stop.
Now you can have that on the side of your Oculus, so you don't gotta make a meal. You just lick the fucking screen.
Well,
and then soon you'll be sitting on a toilet and you take a shit right there, and you're in the metaverse though.
Dude, that ain't like inventing McDonald's. That's like inventing the fucking cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Like
it's like lickable fucking screen. It's like, oh my god! It says prototype uses a carousel of canisters to create flavor samples on a hygienic film over a flat screen. Yeah, I'm sure it's real hygienic. I mean, Japanese are clean, but so you know what everybody's thinking about this immediately. I'm sure everybody's like, so if I put a porno on here, is it gonna taste like fucking pussy if I start licking the screen?
Straight up pennies.
It's gonna be pennies. Man, this is crazy.
That's a fucking hilarious.
And then, like in the COVID-19 area, this kind of technology can enhance the way people connect and interact with the outside world. Yeah, just imagine you walk outside and everybody on the street corners just licking the walls, starving to death, starving to death, licking the ew, disgusting. Everybody
So,
fighting
yo.
and pushing each other.
Since you were talking about Matt Bitcoin and shit, bring up that crazy geeky nerdy chick that hacked her and her boyfriend hacked like that Bitcoin. She was like a rapper. Like she like dropped a music video and everything. It was ridiculous. But she's doing time now.
Yeah, they ended up. I guess her and her man stole a bunch of Bitcoin. I'm not gonna play the music. I'm gonna just throw this up screen.
Well, like straight,
and we'll read
straight
it.
hacker.
Yeah, she hacked somebody's account or something.
Yeah, this bitch right here. Fuck. I don't want to hear that. It says the Department of Justice seized about $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin from the infamous Bitfinex hack in 2016. Almost 120,000 Bitcoin were allegedly held by Heather Morgan and her husband, Lyle Lichstein. Lyle Lichstein.
Lyle.
No, Lichstein. Come on, like Weinstein, Heimstein.
Hey.
You know where I'm going with this. God damn it.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying. Anyways, blah blah
Silverstein,
blah.
Larry Silverstein.
Yeah, I want to see how they did it. It says the couple is accused of trying to cover their tracks by laundering the stolen funds through a labyrinth of cryptocurrency transactions. Law enforcement was able to seize 94,000 Bitcoin left in a wallet because Mr. Lipstein allegedly uploaded the list to the cloud storage, and the email provider dropping the dime on Mr. fucking Heimowitz. Yeah, the Bitfinex were dumped into blah blah blah. So yeah, I mean, they're not lying when they say like, you know, this shit's volatile and it's dangerous and it's shady. You know, there's some validity to that. But I mean, what isn't shady? I mean, people get scammed out of fucking art pieces. You know what I'm saying? What else do we have here? Of course, we all knew this was going to come down the pipe
Tom's phone
eventually.
probably died or something.
Oh, what happened? He left?
I think his phone died or something.
I'll try to add him back.
No,
he went outside. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No probs. Yeah, OnlyFans is adding NFT picture verification to their shit as well. Because, I mean, why not? It's going to introduce a feature that have explored ways to incorporate the digital tokens into their platforms. So now all the Sims can flex their Bored Apes on OnlyFans. What else were we going to talk about? Honestly, I want to read more about the lickable screens. That shit is insane, dude.
I can't believe you forgot about that.
Bro, what is the point of that? What is the point of just licking the screen? Being at the restaurant, like,
I guess there's calories in it or something.
No, like,
no, I guess they put a sheet there that like it refreshes or something. I don't freaking know, some weird shit.
You're like looking at the menu, like scrolling through, like, what do I want? Like, oh, what does this taste like? Num, 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 num. Like, this shit tastes horrible. This is kind of cool with some art. Again, like, if you get really good at using this type of thing, or even, like I said, get your little man the Oculus, bro, and if he learns how to use these tools real well,
yeah, I've seen this one.
That'll be good for him, dude. Because this is gonna be the next way people make shit. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Surface. Volume.
And imagine being there, like, watching the
roll
person
up.
do it.
I go to the moon.
Follow
like
for
that.
more tips
Roll
and
that.
tricks.
Yeah.
This is the future of art in the meta.
I'm about to download that beat and go straight to the moon.
And go straight to the moon. You're gonna make it an NFT. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
I'm
too.
an NFT.
iPhone is gonna enable Bitcoin tap to pay transactions. That's definitely gonna raise the price a little bit when that goes into effect, right? Price of Bitcoin's gonna go up.
Yeah, but so you would have to connect it in your settings or something, the Bitcoin wallet or some shit.
Yeah, like that. I have it now too. Like on my phone, like I just tap my the shit and it has my card, bro. Like it has my actual debit card right there. See? I shouldn't be showing
Don't
you
show
this
it out.
shit.
Don't. Yeah, you should. I don't. There was no
Oh,
numbers there, so you're
there are
good.
no numbers, bro. It's all blacked out. Or it's
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Yo, I
yeah.
wonder how
Shouldn't be
much.
showing any of that shit.
I wonder how much
What
of
a
this stuff
retard.
is used for like money laundering, like Bitcoin, NFTs, well,
There was
not.
something I saw that it does.
It's even art. Like, can't you take a piece of art, sell it for X amount of dollars, and then write it off? You know what I mean?
Fine
All right,
art is
put it.
notorious for money laundering, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, at what point does at what point are people going to catch on to that if they haven't already? Of like, obviously the government needs their cut. Like, they don't care if you do it. I don't think. It just it comes down to like you got to pay your cut if they come knocking.
Well, like I
If you
said, that's
make too
why,
much,
they it can be like, it's more anonymous. It's just the wallet
it's like
ID is just a long fucking sequence of numbers. Like we don't know who the fuck this person is.
yeah, it's like when Silk Road first started, like you couldn't really track them or anything. You know what I mean? So
Right? Free
and
raw
then
Saltberg.
yeah, because that dude goes down. I mean, he created the shit, but he's
He
not the
got
one
held
engaging
responsible
in the
fucking selling all the crazy shit on there.
yeah, and he wasn't even doing it. So
And they were using Bitcoin, right?
yeah. I mean, dude, I know people from our town who were buying fucking Xanax and like crazy shit. You could get
But
crazy stuff on there.
even too, you want to put the tinfoil hat on. Who's the third largest holder of Bitcoin? The US government
Is it really?
is number 3. The US government holds $4 billion worth of Bitcoin.
That makes me think that the U.S. government created it. You know what I mean? And all right. Now you got me thinking that it comes back to the investment into community. Like it's no different if your money's not in the bank, right?
Right.
Most of the time it's invested into the community, and by that I'm saying, uh, I remember years ago, my friend Clay told me, he's like, dude, don't keep your money in the bank. When you get racks saved up, like take your money and go buy shit that you
Turn
can
it into
actually.
something real. Turn it into a
Yes.
fucking something, anything.
Yeah, because that's not going to lose the money on inflation.
I'd rather turn it into crypto.
Well,
Or
I'm
gold.
saying with crypto, if you take your money and you put it in crypto, it's in crypto. It's not in the community.
Well, I'm gonna put one thing to you, like you said, like about never losing money. Like nobody who's held Bitcoin for 5 years has lost money. Like if you've held it for at least
True.
5 years, you're up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
As
True.
far as it floating around in the
Exponentially.
community, bro, you know how much like only a small fraction of the
True.
US money supply is even in paper dollars. Most of it's digital, and a lot of it's propped up by the fact that people buy and sell oil in US dollars exclusively.
Yep.
And like I don't even want to participate in the dollar in the fiat currency system, I'd rather be out of that shit.
Well, you end up paying for um other people's like mistakes. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean like
Yeah,
if
when they
we
print
create
money or when they tax the shit out of you for dumb shit.
yeah, I mean put it this way: if you had the money press and you were the one printing money, create a problem, and beyond creating a problem, provide a solution.
Yeah,
And now
that
it's no different
dialectic.
than, I mean, not to go crazy on this whole back stuff, right? But like you look at that, it's like if it's natural, then it's natural. We can't do anything about it. Like, but if it's not natural and it came from some spot and somebody created it, I'd make a bet that the people that created it are the same people that are going to provide that solution, capitalize on the monetary gains from it, and now they're 10 steps above financially.
I mean, I would be shocked to find out like the CIA made it or the FBI, because this shit came out like in
Play that guy-ish.
2009, I think.
I don't
right?
think I don't
Satoshi.
know.
Play that one video that guy saying if you knew who owned
Dan
it.
Pena? You know, I brought that up to somebody and they're like, yeah, he thinks it's Putin. Like Dan Pena in that clip, he thinks it's Vladimir Putin. I'm like, I don't think Vladimir Putin.
I wouldn't say it's him.
made
Well, I mean, one thing I know is
it could be a Russian guy though. Like it could be and he went under the name Satoshi, or it was a team of people named Satoshi.
I got to be able to be honest with my own ability to be a scoundrel, right? And I'd be a liar if I said if I had billions of dollars, I'm not an American, I'm not a fucking Russian, I'm not from France. I might own a house in Italy, America, Russia, and Brazil, but that doesn't mean that I have any sort of allegiance to any nation or anybody. I'm not beholden to anybody because I have enough money to move around and do what I want. So I don't consider any nation my home at that point. You know what I mean?
You're a globalist, is what you're describing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
which is fine, I guess. Like as long as you're not like a globalist in the way that Alex Jones says it. But
oh man,
yeah,
what a
part
saint.
of what you're describing and being that globalist sort of person is having a currency that I can move freely about through different countries without having to get wire transfers and use the Swift system. And like I can just put my shit on a flash drive and I can cross over borders with millions of dollars in my pocket and them not me going through customs and them opening up things of fucking suitcases full of cash.
Or having to call your accountant in the offshore bank account and have him,
having it have to go through the banks. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
It solves a lot of problems, but even like I said, we can talk about like proof of work and proof of stake and how it's mined and like because staking is its own thing. And like how they mine Bitcoin, right? Or
it's just computer systems. It's like massive computer systems.
It's the block, right? It has to solve the computer has to solve the block or solve the hash, and it's just a random assortment of numbers, and the computer is just running, trying to solve the block. And the one computer solves it, it's rewarded with one coin. And all the computers are trying to solve it. All the miners, all the computers, they're all trying to solve it, and it takes a lot of computing power.
You got to keep those servers cooled too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
right. It takes a lot of energy.
Farms.
And then the thing is, all those computers are using all of their computing power, but only one computer gets the coin, and only the miners get the reward, not the people who hold the Bitcoin. Right. That's
just all that is. All that is when you mine for it. You're being rewarded the
coin.
But that specific coin, it just hasn't been found yet. It's not that it hasn't been created, it just hasn't been found yet. You get what I'm saying by that? Like
it's mined, found. I mean
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And they're at like 90% right now. Like 90% of all the Bitcoin that are going to be made have been mined. Yeah.
Yeah,
and that gets cut in half every so often. Like the amount
you're gonna see it jump up in value eventually. I mean, if you have it, I guess the right thing, if that's real, and you have it, the right thing to do is to hold, because once it hits ultimate capacity, I mean, it's like no different than gold. Like if all the gold in the world was already discovered and everything, like, and it's a finite item, and people place whatever value they want onto it, it's always going to be driven up. Like if we only had so much like oil, you know what I mean, in the world, and
what happened to that, right? I thought we were gonna run out of oil. Like never happened. Never happened.
They're saying it's dinosaur fossils and shit. I don't know.
Bullshit. I don't know what the fuck it is. But that's how the shits work. That's proof of work. And then there's these other shits that run on proof of stake. And proof of stake is another different way. So like instead of all the computers using all their processing to solve just the one, and then we all waste our computing power because we didn't solve the block.
Yep.
The computer is going to just pick one person. The computer is going to pick one person and say, you solve the shit and you get it. The way the computer chooses who gets to solve the puzzle is by who is holding a lot of the tokens, who has the most stake. You
Yep.
know, so
Okay.
in order, like the computer looks at how much you're holding, and the computer looks at how long you've been holding, and there's also like a random sort of effect to how it chooses.
Who's
So,
the number one holder of Bitcoin? Can you go back to that chart real quick?
it just says it's a Bitcoin trust called Grayscale. I don't know what Grayscale is, but I'm eager. Well, like I said, I would look them up just because.
Are they exponentially on that chart? Yeah, I mean they're
So
decent.
Grayscale has 27.9 billion, and then second place has 5 billion. So that tells you the
Wait,
scale
you
right
said
there.
27 billion compared
Right.
to 5?
Yeah,
I
first
mean,
place
dude,
is Grayscale.
that's quintuple the amount. That's 5 times the amount. You know what I mean? That's
It's a
yeah.
lot. It's not a small amount, and like I said, it just says it's a Bitcoin trust. I don't exactly know what that means or what they do. But I also wanted to bring this up since we have this here more. We're just basically throwing FUD. I'm throwing FUD on Bitcoin. I'm fudding it is I guess a term that they use. But it's a report. Crypto ransomware payments in 2021 was over $600 million. Yeah, it says cyber criminals are receiving a high percentage of their payments in Bitcoin and Monero. And Monero is all private. Like Bitcoin, the ledger's public.
I
So
never heard of Monero. You should check what that's at, like the market cap and shit.
I've heard of Monero. It was like $100. But like Bitcoin's public, so we can see when the transactions are happening, but we can't see who. You know, it's just random wallet addresses. And Monero is all private. But they say here the crypto crime report examines the prevalence of illegal activities in crypto space the last year. Preview ransomware payouts 602 million. So we encourage everybody to keep your pass keys secret. Don't screenshot your codes. There was also this kid got his NFT stolen, his Bored Ape, and he's like, they show the screenshots of the text messages. He's like, please, man, please give me back my Bored Ape. That thing changed my life.
What, because he left it up for purchase or something or some shit?
I don't know.
He left it up for repurchase or some shit, and they repurchased it or some shit, I think.
I should look that up. We haven't talked, man. This has been such a good episode. We haven't hit on any of the topics. I mean, we hit on a couple of the topics, but like, we just been going. I wanted to show you guys. I wish I could find the thing of that kid getting his shit
My fault. My
stolen.
son's making me draw pictures. I'm trying to get him to go to bed. He keeps making me draw pictures.
Is he? Here's the boy right there.
Yeah.
This is breaking news right now. Russia agrees to legalize Bitcoin.
Oof.
So there's about to be mad ATMs accepting Bitcoin.
Yeah, but all right. So he agrees to legalize it, but I mean that's like weed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few years ago, weed was
Yeah,
illegal,
like you
right?
think people.
But
Yeah,
that
so
didn't
like you think
stop
people over in
from
Russia
fucking
have
buying.
Coinbase?
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
people in
dude,
Russia got
absolutely.
Coinbase and they're buying
Definitely.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
I mean, as
Yeah,
long as
so
it's
how is
not
it
connected.
illegal or some shit? I don't get it.
If
Or like meaning like you can't buy it in the, like buy
it's
like
not that
groceries
it
or
was
some shit.
it's not that it was illegal. He just made it legal. Like now he's putting it official that like we fuck with it.
yeah, okay. I mean,
Actually,
even if
I
it
do
was
wanna look
illegal
it up.
though, somebody would just attach a VPN to that thing, and they would scramble it and make it seem like they're doing it in America. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, they
like,
definitely know what they're doing if they wanted to get the Bitcoin, you know. What is this? I typed in Russia legalizes Bitcoin, and then I get a headline like this. This is how you know, like, mainstream media, legacy media is trash. They're still talking about this guy. Seized Russian dark websites. Trump's dumps. Ferrum Shop ranked $263 million in Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin from stolen credit cards. Like, what is this shit? What the fuck are Trump dumps? Like Trump taking a shit or something? Is it what they seized on the dark web? Damn it. I lost it. But yeah, man, it's the Wild West right now.
That's
And
I
it's a
mean,
lot
that's
of
where you
greedy
want it to be.
motherfuckers.
That's where you want it to be. I mean,
I think
whoever
the shit's
gets
gonna
in,
correct itself soon. Well, not soon,
yeah,
but eventually.
that correction is going to happen by the people who get caught holding certain amounts once it becomes like legalized or
Yeah, like what is the government doing with all the shit that they seized from like that girl? Like they have all that Bitcoin now, like right, like in the address.
yeah,
Oh
Grayscale
yeah,
has that
oh
Bitcoin,
yeah.
dude.
Somebody's
That's
got it. So whoever seized it, like I said, the DEA or whatever fucking cops, yeah, they got that now on a fucking flash drive on a Ledger Nano somewhere sitting. You saw that meme too. It's like the cops posing in front of the bust, like with instead of drugs, it's just one little flash drive. It's like police seize $6 million of Bitcoin.
no way. That's a
Yeah.
real thing. That's a real thing.
Oh man, I wish I don't have that fucking meme queued up. But yeah,
mean,
it's a fake. It's a fake meme. But it's like the picture of the cops, standing in front of the bust, but they edited out all the drugs and the money and just put the flash drive. Let's throw this up here real quick because Kylie Jenner tried to get a Bored Ape, and the guy denied her, and then he blocked her on Twitter. He was like, "I'm not selling my shit. You can fuck off."
Good.
Morning for getting rejected by a Kylie Jenner is breaking the internet this morning for getting rejected by a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder. It started when this guy on Twitter named Willie the Degen tweeted about how Kylie Jenner slid into his DMs and was trying to buy one of his apes off him, saying how she fell in love with it. And then he tweeted this saying, "No way, no way, no way. My life is done. You really made it." And then he took the initiative to block Kylie Jenner on Twitter and then tweet about it saying "for the culture." And then this just absolutely blew up on Twitter. I don't know about you, but I personally would have taken a different approach and responded and probably made some sort of a
He said for the culture. That's hilarious.
Culture.
Ape NFT.
I would sell, bro. I mean, I don't know.
If you're trying to make the quick buck, but if not, I mean, when he says for the culture like that, all
This guy
it's doing,
really believes it.
I mean, it might increase the value because that becomes more exclusive. Like, look, when you're
This
a person
is the one
who
that she
doesn't,
wanted.
I mean, it's not even that. When you're the person who doesn't have money, right? And somebody with money comes to you and they say like, "Yo, I got mad money, but I'm trying to get what you have," and you're like, "Well, hold up. Now we got this, and we want to." It's just
right.
That's like a primal thing that human beings do. You know what I mean? If
you know who else is doing it for the culture, you know who's really has a lot of skin in the game and who's really, doing it real big for the culture, is this guy right here.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you.
Mitch, he bought Bitcoin like when it was like $1 or some shit.
McDonald's applying for a job. It's rough, right? But we'll make it through.
He's got the Bitcoin tattoo on the
All we have to do
forearm,
is
and he's
smile.
at McDonald's applying for a job.
I think there's an Ethereum tattoo too.
Yeah, he's got like an Ethereum tattoo and shit. That guy's really doing it for the culture. You feel me? This was kind of also.
I mean, put it this way: how many people want to buy a Ferrari because they just want to be able to be like, "Yo, I got a Ferrari"? But out of all those people, there's a sample size of some crazy ass motherfuckers who want to buy a Ferrari because they're trying to max that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying?
Mitch,
that's
dude,
for the
people are selling their Lamborghinis and Ferraris to buy the Gorilla NFT apes, the Bored Ape Go.
I should. All right, so the apes are like that's like a line, right? That's like the elite line of NFTs right now, right?
That's like that's like a big NFT. And actually,
Yeah,
those
the
guys, the
pixelated
creators,
ones
got
too.
doxxed. It says they're taking the pixel ones off of off OpenSea for some reason. I don't exactly know why, but that's the headline. Larva Labs forces OpenSea to delist CryptoPunks version 1 NFTs.
And OpenSea is like the Craigslist.
That's crazy because Jay
for
Z
your
has
NFTs, right?
Jay-Z bought one of those for 100,000 or some shit.
You said Craigslist. You said it's the Craigslist of NFTs.
OpenSea is right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the main marketplace.
Yeah, it's like the main place that where they buy NFTs. Yeah.
I wonder what happens when somebody makes a secondary OpenSea, right? Like
There
how
already
there
is
was
one.
Roadrunner and then Yahoo. Yeah, what's the value in that? You know what I mean?
Solana, I forget what it's called, but there's a lot smaller. But
I'm sure it's still gonna work out for them eventually. You know, I mean, even still, like if Ragu goes out of business, you know what I mean? Like people are gonna buy the other kind of sauce. You know, it's just
people are gonna get what they want.
we're just at the start of this stuff, for sure.
It
And I
definitely
mean,
is still early. Let me go.
It's
in
the
here.
first quarter, Mitch.
I think okay. So you remember back in 2008 when the economy was rough. We went through that recession, everything. Um, if I break it down in my brain, dude, like real estate was in the shitter, small business was in the shitter. People couldn't afford stuff. Um, and it's not that people couldn't afford stuff. It's just that if you had a loan out from the bank at that time, uh, shit became unlocked and interest rates became unlocked, and now all of a sudden your payment shot up and you couldn't afford what you were originally paying for. The economy must have been propped up at that time by the black market, by God, guns, oil, drugs, right? All the money
Wait,
that's
what
not
year
in
we
the
talking?
bank. 2008.
Oh yeah, I mean
So-
I don't even remember that, but yeah, apparently that's
But
when everything shit the bed.
I mean, the economy was
We wouldn't have
propped
known.
up,
We
though.
were in the chat going crazy.
Yeah,
People
because
in the
we're
chat going
fucking
crazy?
contributing to it. You know what I'm saying? Like the economy on paper was in the shitter, but it was literally propped up by illegal means of like gun, oil, drugs. Now, if we look at the economy right now, it's not too hot. I'd make a bet that something that's actually stabilizing the real universal economy is all this electronic cryptocurrency.
I think it's still guns, oil, and drugs.
Yeah, I mean, but where do you launder that money through? You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean, like you said, that might be why
still
the
got to put it.
U.S.
You still
government's
got to
the
put it
third
into
biggest
something
holder.
to
The
be
U.S.
able to buy
government,
tangible things.
they own more Bitcoin than Tesla, and I think Elon Musk is kind of full of it too, bro. I don't trust that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, he's shady. He's weird.
You think he's propped up?
I don't know. I think he's on some weird shit. People were saying too, like he was supporting the Freedom Convoy, and they're like,
What's
why is
that?
this? All the truck drivers in Canada and shit. That
Yeah.
are,
Okay. What? All right. What is that? That's been something that's been happening in what, the past week? That's like
the
a
past
blockade.
couple weeks. Yeah,
Nah, it's been happening like since COVID. They're trying to stop the truckers or some shit.
What?
They made a vaccine mandate in Canada so that if U.S. truckers were gonna truck into Canada, they would need to show proof of vaccine. And then a bunch of Canadians, I guess, they started all driving to Alberta. They drove across Canada to wherever Trudeau is, and they just sit there and honk the horn all day and night, and people are going fucking crazy. And like, they raised like millions of dollars on GoFundMe, and then GoFundMe seized their money and just was like, "No, we're gonna donate this to whatever charity we think is good. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
and
give
then
it
they
to the
took that
truckers."
money and they wrote it off in taxes,
That's
dude.
insane.
And they
That's
laundered that shit
crazy.
again. You know
That's
what
like
I'm saying?
robbery.
Oh well,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. If they seized that money and they donated it to a charity, they took that money and they wrote it off in taxes, most likely.
Anyways, Elon Musk comes out in support of the Freedom Convoy, and somebody's like, Why? You're Tesla. You're gonna be making electronic driverless pickups and big, you know, you're trying to
he's trying to
disrupt this
cut them off.
industry. Why are you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, we know you're full of
Or
it.
he knows he's already about to make the money. It just hasn't happened yet. I'd make a bet that
or who knows? He might need to like licensely have someone like operating that shit in there, like being in there. Who knows?
You can't legally run those things. I'm
put it
sure
this
not
way:
yet.
if the law changes and it's like, okay, starting in 2025, you don't have to own an electric car. Okay, but if you don't want to own an electric car and you want to use a gas engine, a motorized engine, you have to pay a tax for that. It's no different than anything else. You don't got to take the throughway.
Tax.
But if you take the side roads and everything, it's just you're gonna use more gas. It's gonna be a longer ride. It's inconvenient. But
You're talking about in the future they're gonna try to do this.
Would you say that carbon tax? Yeah, hell yeah, something like that. Absolutely. I mean, it's just
Because the batteries take a lot of like the batteries use the same electricity at the power plant. It's like
hell yeah.
you
And
know
when
what I mean?
when
It's
those
nothing
batteries
different.
die in your engine, they throw them in the fucking ocean. I bet. You know what
And
I'm
not only
saying?
that, but like, what about the minerals inside the fucking battery? What about the lithium?
I was
and
just at the
the zinc and shit that are being harvested by fucking African children in caves and shit with their hands.
It props up
That's
another
the same.
market.
Yeah, I was just at the mechanic, and he like showed me this thing he just got delivered to his shop. It's 4 Teslas. Like they have to have these certain like type of black circle things to connect to their lifts because the whole under the car is batteries, and their lifts were fucking up the batteries. So like now they
Yeah.
That's wild. Shout out to our one viewer as well. I wonder who the one. I feel like is it you, Tommy, the one viewer? You have this running on another phone? No. Shout out to you, one live viewer. You've been watching for a minute now.
Yeah,
We
it's
did
not
an
me. I
hour,
don't know
an
who it
hour
is.
17, boys. There's actually one more thing I want to show you. It's my worst
That's lit.
nightmare. This is the worst
Episode
nightmare
9.
of people.
NFTsk. You go all that?
Someone made a Doom style mod where you screenshot NFTs. He's just screenshotting the monkeys. I wish I could make it bigger.
That
but
shit is so
What's
fucking
the theory
too much.
behind that? Like you screenshot it and now you have like ownership of it, some shit like that.
Well,
Nah,
that was
that's
the
just a
meme.
meme. It's a joke. Yeah, like people think like, oh, what is this NFT? I'm gonna screenshot it. Now I own it. Ha ha ha. But it's not really like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Well, I mean, you gotta have the deed to the house. You know what I mean? If you don't have the deed, it ain't your house. That's the truth.
The blockchain doesn't lie. I own it. Watch, let me pull that because that I'm sure you saw that clip too. But this guy's hilarious. I wish I can't remember his name. All I have to do is type in the blockchain doesn't lie meme and it comes right up. This guy was on he was on Tosh.0, I think. Oh, god damn it.
You think it's funny to take screenshots of people's NFTs, huh?
Whoa.
Property theft is a joke to you. I'll have you know that the blockchain doesn't lie. I own it. Even if you save it, it's my property. You are mad that you don't own the art that I own. Delete that screenshot.
He said delete that screenshot.
He's hella pissed.
Oh my god. That's why when you hear me say the blockchain doesn't lie, that's what I'm saying.
Blockchain don't lie.
Blockchain don't lie. Actually, I think maybe we should wrap it up here. I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna go cook a steak, but I'm gonna show you guys how I cook a steak.
You're gonna cook it in the metaverse, or you're gonna actually
I'm gonna
cook it?
I'm gonna cook a metaverse steak just like this.
What's so fucking? That's what you're about to do right now in Florida.
Dude, I don't know.
Like, that's how hot it is.
It's so funny. Oh man. All right, guys. This is the end credits for this episode.
Damn, that shit cooking mad quick though.
Straight up.
It's like you want a medium well. All right. Give me 2 seconds. How was your day going? Ew, that shit looks nasty.
Yum. Just how I like it. Alrighty. Only one side cooked.
How's the weather out there?
Oh, let's get a nice cross section. See how we're looking. I don't see any red. Man, that shit is well done. That shit cooked it. That shit cooked it all the way through, dude. Yeah, man. Like I said, we didn't hardly hit none of these. Look, I didn't cross out none of my topics. Here's the show notes.
Now we pretty much went over a couple things though.
We hit a couple.
Mitch was just having his topic about. I mean, his opinion about crypto. He thinks he should
good stuff.
I don't know. I mean,
I think take some of your
financial
Bitcoin. I mean,
advice,
take some of
you
your.
know what I'm saying?
And buy now.
Yes, you definitely should. I mean,
I'm all about the real estate.
Advice.
I'm all about the
all about the
tangible liquid asset real estate. That's the
So buy an Optilus like you were gonna, and try to find a job in the virtual reality of real estate.
I mean, for real, I'm about to buy an Oculus in the next month or so. I'm gonna start playing that paintball Snapshot VR thing for sure.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Just buy a parcel, make a, like I said, can start a fieldy.
What, we about to end this shit, Ish?
We're about to end this shit. All right, say say bye, say good night. Good night to our one viewer.
Episode 9. This is episode 9. Episode 10, we might be interviewing one of these guys I met in Brooklyn that actually bought a piece of land in the metaverse. Shout him out. Mental Stamina. You already know what it is.
You already know.
Stamina.
Shout out our new guest, Mitch Wheatons, TS. Bobby Crypto Millionaire.
Bobby Crypto.
Bobby. Yeah.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Yo.